Hey guys, what is up? I'm Keypads and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna do a quick review on the Nokia Keypads, which is the Nokia 105 and the Nokia 106. The Nokia 105 was released, I think, on 2017 and the Nokia 106 was released on 2018. So these phones are pretty useful and very affordable. It's a very simple and handy phone for calling and texting. You can also play a few games on it, but mostly it's going to be used for texting and calling. And it also has a dual SIM feature, which is pretty handy. But the most important thing about this phone is the battery life. It has a 21 days of standby time and 15 hours of talk time. So for everyone that are looking for a very portable phone for call and text purposes, you might want to take a look at these phones, which are very affordable. Alright, so how about we start on the Nokia 105. Now, this is a very basic phone. The design is actually pretty basic too, but I really like how simple the design is. You know, it just reminds me of those phones before that, just like 3310. But this is just a colored version. Now, this phone was released last 2017. Now, I know that it's kind of late to have a review on these phones, but hey, they're still on the market. They're still there on display. People are still buying it, and why not make a review out of it? Now, this phone can store up to 2,000 contacts. There's enough room for everyone, plus there's space to store up to 500 SMS. You can also do a little bit of gaming, which is like the Snake gaming, which is a very retro game, and a radio feature and a flashlight. And this phone is also a dual SIM phone and weighs only 73 grams. The RAM is 4 MB only. The display size is 1.77 inch with a micro USB 1.1 for the charger and connectivity. And the SIM card type is a mini SIM. And the battery is 800 and it's also removable. And it also comes with a micro USB charger. Alright, so how about we open this one up? Right out of the box, you can see the phone. It's a pretty handy phone. I really like how the grip feels, very comfortable. And we can see here the charger with a micro USB one. This is 5 volts charger. And lastly, it's the battery and some paperwork. First thing we need to do is we're gonna put the battery inside. You can open this one up at the bottom. And as you can see here, there's a SIM 1 and SIM 2 for both SIM cards. On top, you can find the micro USB charger with a flashlight and a 3.5mm jack for the audio. The back part, you can find the Nokia logo, and that's about it. Now let's try to text something, and let's try to feel the keypads. How about we go to the menu and go to messages. Let's create a message. I must say that the keypad is really good. I mean, pressing the keypads are very comfortable. It's not too soft and it's also very comfortable to hold the device. And here's the flashlight. Turn that off. There's a calculator and a calendar, just some basic stuff. And there's also some few very simple games. Okay, so I think that's about it. This phone is very comfortable and it has a colored screen, which is pretty good. The screen is also not that small. The most important thing is that the keypads are very comfortable to press and the design looks very modern. At the same time, it looks kind of old school. Alright, so how about we move on to the Nokia 106. Now, this phone was released last 2018. It's very similar to the 105. It's just that there's just a bit of curve on the design. It also has a 21 days of standby time and 15 hours of talk time. It has a 1.8-inch display, just a little bigger on the 105. Just a little bit, because the Nokia 105 is just 1.77 inch. It still have the same storage. It has a 500 SMS storage space and for 2,000 contacts. Now this phone has the same feature, which is the dual SIM, a 4 MB RAM, removable 800 battery, but the only difference is that it has a contoured design. Now let's open this little guy here. Right out of the box, phone again. And as you can see, there's like a curved design compared to the other one, which is the 105. But honestly, I find this very comfortable than the other one, the 106. The grip of the 105 is much more comfortable to hold. As for the 106, it has this very slim design, but I'm not really a big fan of it. I just find the 105 much more comfortable to hold. Again, what's inside the box is the charger itself, the 5 volts charger, and the battery. It's the same thing, it's just the USB charger on top, the flashlight, and the 3.5mm jack for the audio. Alright, so let's open this up and let's put in the battery. It also has a dual SIM feature. Now these two phones have a very similar menu. It's a very basic phone, so let's try to type something. Now, what I've noticed is that the font is much more bigger on this one, on the 106, which is pretty handy for people with poor eyesight, especially for seniors who are using this. This is really useful for them. I will compare this to True Text, and you can compare the two that the 106 has the bigger option for the fonts. I'm just not sure if you can adjust that. Let's try to adjust it if we can. Okay, so I tried to find if there's an option to make the font bigger for the 105, but I really cannot find it. Maybe it's not really there. If you know how to do that, or if there's a way to do that and I just didn't know, just let me know down on the comments below. That's a big difference for these phones. Alright, so I think that's about it for these two phones. So there's really not much big difference for both of them. It's just that this phone design has a contour design and this one is much more simple, but the grip is very comfortable. As for this one, the advantage of the 106 is that the font that they are using for the text messages are much more bigger and much more clearer than the one that we have on the Nokia 105. The Nokia 106 costs a bit more, about 100 pesos. It's because it's a newer model for 2018 and this one was released as 2017. Okay, so if you want to buy one of these phones, I've put the link down on the description below. I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you like this video, kindly smash that like button down below. And if you want to see more videos about product reviews, you can always subscribe to my channel. If you have any products that you want me to review on my next video, kindly comment it down below. I will take a look at it and will try my best to make a video out of it. Again, I am Keypads and I'll see you again on the next video. Bye.